See?
Yeah. He's on the first floor.
Okay, this is all I'm doing. I'm going to go up into the building.
Okay. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and it never seems to be the right time. For a couple years now, and I was planning to go to New York to interview these two greats. But then I had surgery and couldn't go. But we figured out how to do this interviews today. I'm actually have somebody who is there that's going to be FaceTiming me as I'm taping this live for these interviews, and I am so glad that we finally did this. Bear in mind, we had technical difficulties, so I hope you enjoy this video and enjoy these incredible greats. We have a dress form company, the last man standing, I should say, Andy Dress Forms in Manhattan. And we have International Pleating, a company that's been founded since 1937, I believe. And we get to do this today. So enjoy. Put your comments below, and everything will be in the description box how to get a hold of these incredible companies that still exist in Manhattan in the United States. Let's do it. There we go.
Okay, we're going up.
We're going up. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, it smells like blue.
Okay.
Let's see, I gotta find 402.
Very cool, because there's another company that's in there that I want you to see, would love to see too. But...
There's some,
all right, down the hall.
Cool, like, there's some draping things going on in here.
It might be another.
Okay, here we are.
Yay.
This is it.
All right, cool. Let's see.
Okay, here we are. Andy's
Very
New York
cool.
Suite 402.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Hello. I'm here to see Andy.
It's kind of fuzzy. Cool. Look at that.
I'll turn you around. Hi, Andy. I'm Susie. Hi. Good.
Hi, Andy. Andy, I just wanted to ask a few questions and have her, look around, if that's okay.
Yeah, look around.
Okay, but I want to ask you first. I want to do a little interview. You were the last man standing. You started.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm hearing. But
Just what do you want to ask him?
Well, I mean, your start, like you were doing this, when you started.
Started early.
Yeah.
1979.
1979 he started.
1979. But you were doing all the dress forms. You were actually working and molding these forms for other companies. And then when did you establish Andy's?
2000.
2000. Okay, so and from them, and you did the same type of process that you did for all those years, but now it is under your label.
Yes.
And yes, and you are in the United States. You're in New York, and you do custom as well as sizes, the generic sizes. But we want to promote and to see your custom finishing forms.
Yeah, the same way it was done by everybody else.
Yes.
Before, these are the raw shells.
Yes. And
These are the rock shells, yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of process that goes with it to get it done.
Okay. And the molds are behind you.
Yeah, those are the molds.
Those are behind you. So you start off with the molds to make the initial. Go ahead and give us a little rundown on what that is. So Because
We use them all, and then we got a paper mache, and we put it a few layers together with glue. Make sure it's very strong.
Yes.
And no inside. Yeah. Once you make that, 2 piece, 2 half, you close it up. Then you put it to dry.
Can you show that spot where that is so she can go
No,
and...
nobody. I usually does that.
No one goes there? Yeah?
I usually do that, but I have special time to do certain things.
Oh, he has special time to do certain things, and right now he's not
I'm not
putting
doing
one
that.
together.
Okay, so how long is it in the drying process?
Actually, it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay,
Because I make it dry natural.
Because he makes it dry naturally.
wonderful. And then when you're doing a custom, where does the custom part start? Is it after that initial mold that you start doing?
So you start with the mold, and then you make adjustment.
Did you hear that? You start
Yes.
with the mold, and then he makes adjustments.
Before and after, when you start.
And the adjustments are with the paper mache process afterwards. And so you're building up these dress forms, correct?
Yeah.
I know he doesn't want to be on camera.
He doesn't want to be on camera.
No, so show more of the work, show the stuff, show the different, the molds. We can talk about what else can
Okay.
you show us then? Those are the molds. Here are the forms. And then let's see what else is there. The
There's the molds, and there's his
the forms, yeah.
There's forms there.
raw forms. Here.
And then you make them collapsible also, which is another very intricate process that you're using with the saws, etc. Where are the base? So these are the molds. Awesome. Yes.
These are really collapsible.
Yes.
Collapsible.
And they're collapsible because they're cut out. Correct?
Yes, and the collapsible.
Collapse on the.
A lot of work. Yes. Can you show us anything else as far as the base, where that is and how that's done, or walk us through a little bit of what you have there? Cool, very cool. All right, so this is with the stand. We have the iron stand. It has a pedal that's movable. It's collapsible. Here's with the base before it gets on the stand.
These are Oscar de la Renta.
Wow.
Oscar de la Renta.
Yeah, so you can give us names of some of the, I've seen your label in a lot of houses. Say it again?
These are Villa one.
You're breaking up. I didn't hear it.
Vera Wang.
Vera,
Right.
see? Awesome.
Vera
Wow.
Wang.
Amazing. Look at that.
Wow.
Tiny form.
Tiny.
Yeah, Vera Wang likes tiny forms.
Yeah, because she's tiny. Very, very tiny. And you have the ones with the legs and the full body. These are the, yes? So
Plus size.
Plus size.
Custom made.
Very important. People who want the plus size, forget your duct tape dress forms, your foam dress forms, your movable dress forms. This is the only way to get a dress form, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. You're indicating all the seam lines. How do you, princess seam? I just can't see the princess seam. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just can't see it. And then those pins are very strategic for different measurements. They're put there for the full bust, the under bust, the over bust. See that? You can also see. Yeah. And then you see the waistline, how he also has the waistline and the tape. And then where the pelvic level would be as well. Awesome.
Yep.
So the linen then is put over. I would love to see. That's also done in another spot of your factory.
Yes. to have the process going on. We have already done it this morning.
They've already done the process today.
Oh boy, should have gotten you earlier. Okay, well,
No.
this is amazing. So thank you so much for this. So we have, the only one in the United States. You'll ship all over the country. And look at that. And you have children's, you have men, you have women, you have
everything.
plus size.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So the thing that's the most important is that to be able to get a custom form, you're it. You're the one. To be able to get that in the United States. So that's what we want to spread the news about, that you have, and that we'll make that available for people to understand further on that.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. He just moved. That's why it's a mess. He's not
I
organized.
know that. That's okay. It's a workshop. We don't mind that. We love that. It's a workshop.
Okay, these are.
Yeah, I make my own mold and everything.
Make
He
your own
makes
molds.
everything.
Everything. I have to do from start to finish.
All right,
But they're
no problem.
interesting.
But they are very interesting, very interesting.
Yeah.
Look at the layers. Go back. Show that one again. Look at the layers there. This is the guts of it, guys. How cool is that? So you have the base, you have all the screwing for the mechanisms that need to be there for the collapsibles, shoulders, and then it's, put back together and molded back together to make it a whole dress form again after it's cut up. This is a half body dress form that we see here, just the sculpting of it. How cool is that? And then see how it has the two forms together that is put and then joined to make one. Then you have the plates there on the form itself. That's the cage that's on the bottom of the form. And then he had it, and there's the cage. Yes, that's what that is there. And wow. Thank you, Susie. Show your face and say hi. You're my student doing this. You want to show your face and say hey?
Hey, hello,
All
everyone.
right. So she's one of my students who happens to be in New York. She's been my lifesaver in order to be able to be my eyes and ears because I just had surgery and wasn't able to make this trip. And I so appreciate it. She's going to be in the custom sloper class, and we are going to get a custom dress sloper to her perfectly, and she's learning everything about fashion design, and this is a good excursion for you, right? To see dress forms, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much
Yes,
for this.
absolutely.
So there's the golden bear. So we finally, I wanted to see you in person. I will get there. But for now, Susie's a student of mine. She's my eyes and ears. Happens to be in Manhattan right now and volunteered to bombard you and other people.
Good.
So, yeah. So I wanted, like I said, I want you to introduce yourself, and then I'll give you the little history of how far back I know you, but your company anyways, or your father, and just show us around a little bit. I can add this to the other video and stuff. So,
hello, my name is George Kalajian, and I'm the owner of Tom Sons International Pleating. We are a fifth-generation fashion company. We're located in the Garment Center of New York City.
and another treasure in Manhattan. These are the things that just make me so excited, to still be in the industry that I'm in. But been wanting to go there in person, like I said, and would eventually get to you and see it. But I'm so glad that you're able to that we just bombarded you and crashed your little place. I wanted to kind of just show my audience so YouTube, these are the greats, that you did and still do the pleating that is basically a very strategic type of art that is not readily available anymore, and you're still doing it from when your father was doing it back in the day, and I just so appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, technically, we started pleating professionally in 1931.
Wow. And I knew about you, I guess it was 1970, like 78, up until 80. And I wished I kept those things. When I moved this last time, I got rid of more stuff and I shouldn't have. I had the original, some of these, how would I say, limited edition pieces when I was doing a little bit of the ready-to-wear from the couture pieces that I was doing as well. So, and I was like, I don't need this, and and I just, I wish I kept it because I'm sure those are the ones that your father did.
I understand.
Yeah.
I have so much stuff that I got rid of, and I so regret it now.
I know.
So,
Yeah.
I'm hoping I will be reunited with it one day.
Well, exactly. I mean, I've actually, some of my pieces I've actually stored the proper way before this move, so that they're, in the special boxes with the special tissues, so hopefully they will age better, because, we didn't think about that, back in the day. We just hung them up. But show us around. We'd love to see the actual workshop. I would love to see, show the viewers, because this will be for YouTube.
Okay. All right. Let me show you the pleating machine. So come
Awesome.
with me.
Okay.
So this is our pleating machine.
Yes.
One of our pleating machines. So as you see, pleating on a machine is done by paper.
Right.
So there's paper on the top and there's paper on the bottom, and this paper is programmed to fold fabric in a particular manner, right?
Okay.
And the way that it's done is by adjusting a bunch of variables or a bunch of areas where we can adjust here, we can adjust here, and then we also adjust spacing. This controls the face of the pleat.
Amazing. Yes.
This controls the depth of the pleat. So basically, this is our main pleating machine, or one of the ones that we use the most. We have several of them.
Okay.
We have American machines that are much older, but I don't particularly care for the American machines.
Okay.
And so this is basically some fabric that has been pleated. Now this particular fabric hasn't been rolled on a roll properly because it's going to be going through the machine again, so that it looks more organic and more distressed.
Okay.
So the ways that we make organic looking pleating is by pleating it multiple times, and it goes through various processes in our factory. So that's machine pleating.
Okay.
All right, next let's go to our pattern pleating section.
Okay.
And this is where we do our pattern pleating. So these are all of our molds, okay?
Yes.
We have many, many molds, and they're all in different sizes and shapes and categories, etc., etc. We have many, many molds, and we have even more molds over here. And so these molds over here are
look at that
what
one.
is,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So these are all different kinds of
Amazing.
fantasy type molds.
Okay. So that's a combination of pleats on one
Correct.
mold. On one mold.
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
Correct. So there's multiple ways. So basically, the way that we pleat is let me show you a sunburst mold. This is the most classic.
Yes. My favorite, of course. Yeah. Beautiful.
So it's a circle.
Yes.
Okay, it's a circle, I should say. And this table is round, and so we put this mold. We open this mold on this table.
Okay.
And we would put the fabric inside.
Okay.
Basically stretch it open, close it,
Yes.
hook it, and then it will come out pleated.
And it goes into the machine. You want
This goes into the steam box.
The steam box, yes.
Let me see. Let's go to the steam box now.
Do me a favor and see if you can turn the camera the other way. I'm wondering if it's going to change anything. If not, I'll tell you.
What's the other way? What do you mean the other way?
Horizontal.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. No, I should have done that the whole time. Oh my God.
Yeah, no problem. No
Oh,
problem.
geez, sorry. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, so, okay.
Look at
What do we
this, guys.
This guy is. What do we got here? This is for my wife. Okay. Let's open this up, yes.
So this was already taken out of the mold, the steam box?
This is, yes, this is already cooked. Can you know that, please?
Already cooked. Something special for somebody in his life.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Okay.
Oh, looks like you have the
It was just
beautiful.
cooked.
An accordion pleated something.
Yes, this will be a pant.
A pant.
Oh, nice. Was it sewn beforehand? Or no, that's
It's
just
not sewn, it's pre-sloped.
yeah, okay, it's pre-cut. Yes.
Yeah, it's pre-cut.
Okay.
So that way we have the crotch already
I see
defined.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically how
Beautiful.
it is. It's
What fabric?
permanent now.
What fabric are you using?
This is called, it's a polyester. It looks almost like it's a 4-ply silk. It has that kind of a body to it, but they call it like a sheepskin because it kind of has a little bit hair. I don't know why they call it sheepskin, but it looks, to me, it's basically polyester 4-ply silk.
Wow.
It has a nice body to it. You don't have to line it. It holds its pleat.
It has it. It's almost like a double crepe. Does it have a crepe feel to it?
Yeah, it has a little, yeah.
Maybe it's double crepe. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, the 4-ply. Yeah, it looks like a 4-ply. It does. But it's poly.
So,
And
yeah,
why do we
so-
use polyester? I mean, you have to kind of explain that to most the viewers. The reason for the polyester versus the silk, even though you can use silk, and I used a lot of silk and acetate, but go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, the reason why it's good to use polyester is because you can hand wash it in cold water and it'll last. Let me
Right.
take you guys somewhere else. I don't know why I'm looking at myself. It's a little
That's
bit
okay.
strange. It's
That's
weird.
okay. We can add different things.
Okay, so here I've been showing everyone this top. So this top is
nice.
actually 45 years old.
Okay.
My father made this for his collection 45
Look
years
at that
ago.
with the covered buttons and the pleated collar.
Yeah, so it basically it's just as good as it was 45 years ago. It looks basically brand new.
Yes.
We were saying polyester. We were saying polyester is good because you can hand wash it. Now you can pleat silk. Silk will last for a very long time. I have a dress here which is silk.
Gorgeous. Yes.
This
Nice.
This dress is probably 14 years old, 15 years old, and the
Okay.
pleats are still fine.
Yes.
The only issue is that if you wear that dress and get it exposed to any kind of humidity or something,
Right.
the silk.
The moisture, humidity, perspiration, right?
So polyester pleats are great because basically you can hand wash them in cold water. Silk, the problem with silk is that if it's exposed to any kind of humidity or water, it's going to relax. Same thing with all natural fibers.
Right.
And acetates and triacetates and shoot, I'm blanking out. Rayon,
viscose, yeah, right.
Those guys are really, in my experience, they don't really last a long time.
I learned that lesson. I learned that.
So and they pucker a lot, and it's just overall it's not something that's recommended. I would say the best is poly. Second best, I would probably say, is silk, maybe some wool. In my experience, and then linen, and then
the acetates, and
Well, I would say then I would go to cotton maybe. So here's the thing: usually when the fabric doesn't really hold very well, I recommend other types of pleats, either larger pleats or more flatter pleats, because you can just touch them up. But when it's an accordion pleat, when it's standing up like an accordion, or some kind of like a fantasy pleat like this, you can't touch it up. It's ruined. So that's why everything is case by case based on what the style is and what the dress is and what's the reason for it. If it's a wedding dress, obviously silk is great because you're only wearing it one day.
Right.
Hopefully.
Well, I know, but when you're working with something like that, you want it also to be preserved, or you want it to be able to have it. And I did learn the hard way with acetate when I was doing pleating, and I will upload all those pictures when I put this video out. And I finally had to say no more with the acetate and switch it to the silk taffeta instead of the acetate, because these were stand-up pleats, and they were, at that point it was collars, it was, shoulders, it was all that 80s and whatever. And another thing about the acetate is also when you fold it and you put that distress on the actual pleat, that it sort of falls apart.
Correct. It'll distort. It'll hold that new shape.
Yeah. So very, very cool. So I loved pleating. I did a lot of it by myself when I couldn't find it outside anymore. Just on the ironing board, one at a time, crazy old-fashioned way. I appreciate it and being here with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.